That is, of course, that President Trump out tonight after Marco Rubio walked up to him during a roundtable he was having with Antifa in a moment that, when I looked at it, I mean, I knew, obviously, I was hoping it wasn't something bad, but it reminded me of when George Bush on the morning of 9/11 was sitting reading to those students, and Andy, was chief of staff, Andy, I can't think of his last name, walked up to him and whispered in his ear. Marco Rubio did a similar, and AP caught a similar picture of him. But it was not. It was to announce that they needed him because they were getting close on this deal, and they wanted him to get a Truth Social put together to announce it. So, Delgado, what do we know so far?
All right. Well, according to this, and this is, again, was breaking at about 7:31 tonight, Hamas accepts Trump's peace plan, ending 2 years of war in Gaza and returning the hostages. Now, I heard some of these details that they were talking about on the radio earlier. I didn't like some of these, but let's see what we got here. Hamas agreed. Excuse me?
I said, oh, really?
Yeah. Especially the 1,700 Palestinians they get back in return. I had a problem with that part.
Okay, before you get to that, let's put up Trump's truth, Aaron. Let's put the truth up so we can kind of set the table with that, and then we'll... So here's what the president put out, and this was the announcement. I'm very proud
to announce that the Israel and Hamas have both signed off on the first phase of our peace plan. This means that all of the hostages will be released very soon, and Israel will withdraw their troops to an agreed upon line as the first steps towards a strong, durable, and everlasting peace. All parties will be treated fairly. This is a great day for the Arab and Muslim world. Israel, all surrounding nations, all surrounding nations, and the United States of America, and we have the mediators from Qatar, Egypt, and Turkey who worked with us to make this historic and unprecedented event happen. Blessed are the peacemakers. Donald J. Trump.
Okay. And then about 20 minutes after that, around 7:21, Benjamin Netanyahu put this out. He said, a great day for Israel. Tomorrow I will convene the government to approve the agreement and bring all our dear hostages home. I thank the heroic soldiers of the IDF and all the security forces, thanks to whose courage and sacrifice we have reached this day. I thank from the depths of my heart President Donald Trump and his team for their mobilization of this sacred mission of releasing our hostages. With the help of the Almighty, together we will continue to achieve all our goals and expand peace with our neighbors. So that out from the Prime Minister and the President tonight. And obviously, this has been an interesting couple of weeks. Obviously, the President, if you remember, said release all the hostages before I get into office on January 20th. We started there.
Yep.
And we've gone through a couple iterations of release the hostages or else. And we went through the latest one, 72 hours, was about 250 hours ago now. And now we have another one that they say it looks like, hopefully, will actually be real. So what are some of the other details here, Delgado?
According to Israeli officials, the living hostages are expected to be released in a single phase within 72 hours. The return of the bodies of deceased hostages will take longer, I guess because they don't know what they did with them, which is another travesty. But Israel insists on their inclusion in the deal. Hamas reportedly backed some of the Israeli sources, claims that part of the delay stems from the fact that some of the bodies are not located in areas under its control. The hostages' families, which include, of course, their deep appreciation. The exact terms of the agreement, which Hamas and Israeli negotiators traveled to Egypt to hash out, remain unclear, though under the original agreement, Hamas would have to completely disarm in exchange for the Israel military operation to end and more humanitarian aid to be pushed into the Gaza area. Under the terms would also have granted amnesty for those who are willing to give up their arms once and for all. The hostages have returned. Israel will release 250 life sentence prisoners plus 1,700 Gazans who were detained after October 7th. So you're talking about 2,000 Palestinians, 250 of them with life sentences. Usually you get that for murder, so they get 250 murderers at least back in exchange for hostages, innocent kids that were taken on October 7th 2 years ago. Yeah, that sounds fair.
Yeah.